Right, there we go. We are live. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to DuePoint. Good afternoon to everyone streaming on our live stream over YouTube. My name is Rob van der Bijl. I'm one of the executives here at DuePoint. I'm going to be spending about 40 minutes with you. So it's a fairly short, sharp presentation. We don't labor too much. We get straight to the point. If you have any questions throughout the presentation, keep them in mind. Come speak to me afterwards. I'm sure you're being hosted by someone, so I'm sure you'll be speaking to them straight after the presentation. For those of you online, Jane is on our live chat, so you are free to ask her questions throughout the presentation. All right, so let's begin. As you can see, we are a division, if you can read that really small handwriting up there, a division of a company called Constantia Insurance Company Limited. We are a registered insurance company. We have been in business for nearly 70 years. Constantia is a brand, there's the logo, that you might not be familiar with because Constantia has never dealt with consumers before. We've always only dealt with other financial service providers, with other financial businesses. But for the first time through this division, do we now deal with consumers, with the public directly? And so you find yourselves here. DuePoint is fairly new. We are almost 4 years old. So in a couple of weeks' time, we will be 4 years old. We opened our doors in February 2016, as I said, to members of the public. I'm going to give you some context to the relevance of our business because this presentation is very much a proposition to join us in partnership. That is the question I'm asking. Throughout this presentation, I'm going to be asking you, are you interested in joining us as partners in this business? And I hope that the presentation is able to give you enough information that you can make an informed decision. But let me give you some context to the relevance of this business, because if I'm asking you to join us in partnership, you better know what you're getting involved in. And so when we opened our doors, we had started building and structuring a business that we wanted to empower people, to empower South Africans from a social and economic point of view, from a financial point of view, right? So this should resonate with you because you're here for one reason today, here at our head office at lunchtime in Bryanston. What is the one reason you're here? There's only one reason. Don't tell me it's the free tea or coffee. There's one reason. Exactly, right? Let's not beat around the bush. And that is the social impact that we want to serve as a business. And so what we've done is we've created a business, as I said, that's opened its doors to the public because it's very much centered around what we call social entrepreneurship. We have allowed members of the public to come get involved in entrepreneurship in this business so that you can create a stake for yourself in this business, right? And reap the benefits. And so our mandate together becomes, our job, our mission together becomes to create a business that creates better channels of distribution for DuePoint and Constantia, and that's where you get involved. Your only job in this business is to go out and create a channel of distribution for yourself. You do that by connecting other people to this business. That's all you do. The same way you are connected to this business, the same reason that you find yourself here is what you're going to be doing. And in doing so, you create what we call a channel of distribution. You get to create for yourself a stake in an insurance company, right? And you get to reap many benefits with that. I'm going to go through the benefits because you might be thinking, I don't want a stake in an insurance company, right? Well, hold on to that thought. Let me go through the benefits first. You get to create additional income for yourself, right? That's obvious. That's why you're here. But the nature of the income is extremely important to understand because insurance companies create something called annuity income or recurring income or passive income. It's all the same thing. For the layperson, it is the ability to create income while you're sleeping. Who can create income while they're sleeping? Anyone making money while they're sleeping? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, our wealth engineers are already doing that because they're sharing in this primary benefit. It is very much the antithesis of employment because employment doesn't do that. It does exactly the opposite. We only have the opportunity to create income when we're working. Go read your contract, your employment contract. It'll tell you what time of the day you start, whether you're allowed a tea break, a lunch break, what time you can go home, how much sick leave you have, paternal leave, maternity leave. All that stuff is clearly defined. It's explicit. Why? Because you can only derive income when you're active. But there are businesses that allow you to derive income whether you are active or not. Right? And insurance companies are one of those businesses. I've been involved in many businesses in my past. I've never been able to create annuity income. My father warned me. He said, get involved in business that makes money while you're sleeping. He was talking about annuity income. Why? He's a gold miner. He doesn't create annuity income. He has to dig ore out the ground 24 hours a day for that mine to be able to turn profit, if they're lucky, every single month, right? And so he appreciated this principle, and it resonated with me very much. Only later in life when I thought, you know what? Chasing a number every single month is a pain in the arse, right? I should have got involved in business that creates recurring income much sooner. And you have that opportunity here at DuePoint. It gets rid of a host of risks that we face, which I'll touch on shortly. You also have the opportunity to go build a team around you that allows you the power of duplication. Because if you can find other people to come join you in your efforts in creating a channel of distribution, it means your income can grow much faster than it typically would on just your own efforts. And then our business is extremely flexible. You can create a channel of distribution from anywhere in the country, literally anywhere in the country, whether you're at home or whether you want to leave home, whether you're in an urban area, a rural area, as long as you've got internet, you can build this channel literally from anywhere, right? Because we've invested in all that technology and you get to leverage those platforms. Our business is very much about wealth creation, but at the same time, wealth protection. You'll see that reflected in our products, which I'll introduce you to shortly. At the same time, we've got a legal access service for every active wealth engineer, which is absolutely free of charge. You get a lawyer at your disposal 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Right? Think back to that time when you wish you had a lawyer. Right? We were speaking to another wealth engineer who had to spend 30,000 Rand suing someone who would have to fix his car for him because they had crashed into him. Right? And so there's a host of benefits around just being able to get some legal aid at no cost. Our business has been purposely designed. This wealth creation system we talk about comes with almost no risk. That is very important to us because remember, we created a business. Our aspiration in creating DuePoint was to serve public interest, was to create social impact. And so at the same time, we've created an opportunity that has no risk attached to it. And so you're free to join DuePoint and become a wealth engineer and try creating this channel of distribution for yourself without any fear in your heart because there's nothing to lose. Even if you don't succeed, even if you don't do anything, you don't lose anything here at DuePoint. We don't have registration fees. We don't have start-up costs. We don't have boxes of samples that you have to buy to get started in this business, right? We free you of that. And at the same time, knowing that when you go out and connect other people to this business, you're never jeopardizing their future, whether they're successful or not, right? You get to sleep easy at night. There should be absolutely no fear in your heart considering becoming a DuePoint wealth engineer. At the same time, we don't have qualifications or experience requirements. You get to build an asset that you own. That is very important. You own your channel of distribution. You have legal tender over it. It means you can sell it. If it's creating 10,000 Rand a month in income, whether you're active or not, it has massive value. That asset has value. You can sell it. It also means it never retrenches you. Who knows they'll never ever get retrenched from work? Who can guarantee it? Again, only our wealth engineers, right? Because assets can't retrench them. Entrenchment is rife at the moment, right? Assets that you own never retire you. Who's looking forward to their retirement currently? You've got a great nest egg. You can't wait to get to 65 because you know when you get to 65, that retirement annuity is going to mature. You're going to buy that house on the beach and you're going to relax and you're going to be able to afford life for the next 30 years. Any of us say that? None of us can say that. Right? Very, very, very few South Africans that get to retire financially independent. Here at DuePoint, you're building something that you own that will never retire you. DuePoint's not going to buy you a cake at 65 and send you on your way out to pasture. DuePoint will pay you through your 60s, through your 70s, through your 80s, through your 90s, maybe even get to 100 and DuePoint will still be paying you. Why? Because we don't pay you for your activity. The business that you create, the asset, the channel that you build is what's paying you, whether you're active or not, right? And even upon death, what happens to assets when you die? Do they disappear? No! Assets and liability don't disappear, by the way, right? You can decide you're going to leave debt behind, or you can decide you want to leave wealth behind to your family, to your grandchildren, to your children. You get to pass your channel of distribution on to the next generation. You get to create legacy in this lifetime. Not heartache, not burden, right, which most of us do. You get to create wealth in this lifetime. that you own, right? And so owning the asset that you build here at DuePoint is a very important benefit. And then finally, there's absolutely no selling involved here at DuePoint. You're not going to be selling anything. The only thing you're going to be doing is connecting people to this opportunity. When you go out and you connect someone, Rob says, go build a channel of distribution. What does that mean? It's just going out and telling people that DuePoint exists, that there is hope, there's opportunity, right? Outside, there isn't any. This year is not going to be like last year. It's going to be worse, right? Unfortunately. But here inside DuePoint, in this bubble, you get to connect people to some hope, to some opportunity. You don't have to convince them of it. All you have to do is convince them to sit down for 35 minutes. That's all you have to do. Sit down and come see for yourself. You decide if this is something that you want, right? And that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be selling the dream, not our products. That's my job. At the same time, our products are financial in nature, which means they're intangible. Like I said, there's no boxes outside. I always love to ask the people, who's been in business with boxes? Who's got samples at home, in their boot, in the garage? Right? With expiry dates on them. We don't have those issues here at DuePoint. We make life very simple, right? We get to leverage that fact plus technology, which means you can build this business anywhere in the country, running around with samples. Those days are over. Those days are over. Right? This business is very much a business built for the future. But your success is predicated on your ability to build this thing called the channel of distribution. So I'm going to show you what one looks like. It is simple. You need to start and make the commitment to become a wealth engineer, to join DuePoint, to commit to this partnership. What does that mean? To go out and tell people about the business. Right? In this example, we've shown you 5 people that you've connected to the business. What can 5 people do? 6, including you. Well, some of those 5 go out and connect other people. Why? Because they joined for the same reason you joined. You get to enjoy their efforts. We allow you to reap the benefit of every single person that you bring in. You get to reap the benefit of their effort. And so after time, this is what your channel could look like. It grows organically, whether you like it or not. Right? Once you've connected people in, they can grow their channel as big as they want. Right? And every little product owner represents you being paid a monthly return from DuePoint. That is the annuity income you create. This is the asset that you've built, that you own, that pays you beyond retirement, that pays you beyond death. This is what a channel of distribution looks like. How do we pay our DuePoint wealth engineers? We pay them typically on the 17th of every single month. All our qualified wealth engineers get a magic little SMS from the bank that says your account has been credited. We know the other one, huh? What's the other one? It's a D word. It's a D word. We see that one way often than we see the C word. We want to see the C word more, the credit word, right? If you can get 2 of those SMSs a month, you're doing well, right? 2 streams of income, employment and this thing you're doing on the side, this business on the side called DuePoint that pays you in the middle of the month. How do we pay our wealth engineers? Based on a very simple table. You can quite easily calculate how much DuePoint owes you every single month. Our business is very transparent, right? Simple. The people that you introduce to DuePoint personally, we call that your first point. On your first point, you get paid 55 Rand for every product on your first point in your qualified channel. So that means if you had 10 people, right, who had a product each, so that's 10 products on your first point, you'd be earning 550 Rand a month. It's annuity income, right? Remember, you're not selling. You're creating annuity income out of the channel that you built. So that 550 turns into 6,000 Rand a year very quickly. Those first pointers go out and connect other people onto your second point. And again, you earn 55 Rand on your second point. The second pointers connect people on the third point, so on and so forth. All the way out, your channel grows and grows and grows. You see that multiplier reduces as the product gets further away from you. At point 8, you're earning 1 Rand 10 for every single product from point 8 outwards, in theory, to infinity. We do not limit the size of your channel. You want the biggest stake in an insurance company in South Africa, it is there for you to take. There's no limit to the size of your channel, no limit to the stake that you build here at DuePoint, no limit to how much money you can earn at DuePoint. Think about that. We place no limitation on how much money you can earn at DuePoint. There are 54 million people in our country. You can go connect every single one of them if you want to, right? We've got 1 million kids being born a year. 1 million kids coming out of school every single year. We will never run out of market. There is necessity out there. And so you have a market constantly, knowing that there's no limit here at DuePoint. So what can you do in 40 years? You were thinking, what can I do this month? I'm asking you, what can you do in 40 years in this business? Do you want to change your life? Do you really want to change your life? That's a big question, right? I'm not being facetious. If you really want to change your life, do you think it happens in a month? Does it happen in a year? No. It happens in maybe 5, 10, 20, 30 years. 30 years. Imagine the legacy you can create with 30 years of commitment into one thing. They say to master anything takes 10 years of commitment daily. Imagine spending 20 years in a business. What it can do for you, where there's no limitation placed on how big a stake you can build for yourself in an insurance company. Go look around. Go look at the successful insurance companies in South Africa. The shareholders are multi-millionaires. Some of them are billionaires. That is what we're offering you. We are offering you a stake in a business, right? I want you to lift your eyes beyond this month to the horizon. What can you do in a lifetime? This will give you an idea of what you can do in 5 years, in 60 months with commitment every single month of connecting 2 new people onto your first point every single month. If you can go introduce 2 new people every single month, after 6 months you'll be earning about 2,500 rand. I know we need more now. I know you need more now, but wait for it, right? You can do more than 2 a month. This is a very moderate example. After 1 year, you are close to 9,000 a month. That jumped quickly, right? That's because you've got people helping you. There's exponential growth that happens in this business. After 2 years, close to 30,000 a month. After 3 years in the business, you're going to be close to 50,000. 4 years in the business, about 70,000 rand a month. 5 years in this business, every single month you're committing to finding new people, connecting new people into the business, you're going to be close to 85,000 rand a month. Imagine that. Wouldn't you feel like your life's changed if you're earning 85,000 a month in your side business? Would you have fired your boss at this stage? Huh? I always say, don't fire the boss. Never fire the boss, right? You need the story. You need to tell people the story. My day job, I earn 20,000 rand at my day job. But my side job, I earn 85,000. Would you like to know what I do on the side? No one will say no to that. I'm like, tell me how you earn 85,000 a month on your side job, right? But this is academic. This is a very complex formula, very realistic formula, but I love to show you people that are doing the business because these are real people, right? Brendan's taken out my testimony slides. We've got thousands of people that join our business every single month. You can go look at all these testimonies on YouTube. We have hundreds of people that have come through the business, that have stood on the stage, shared their stories with everyone. Success, the challenges, the ups and the downs. Everybody is different. But understand and appreciate that the system we're talking about, the system that we're talking about is identical for every single person that joins. If you want the 85,000, it's not up to anyone else except you. That person looking back in the mirror is the boss. No one else. And so you're at liberty to try doing this business knowing there's no risk attached to it. There's no ceiling placed on the upside where you get to actually help people in the process. Imagine connecting someone into the business that starts earning 85,000 rand a month. You are responsible for connecting and helping and supporting a person that now suddenly changes their life. Right? That's a big aspect of this business. No one's in competition here. I know at work you're in competition with the people next to you. Why? Because the economy is in a state where the employment environment is extremely competitive. Why do you think all the parents are panicking about what schools their children go to? Why do you think that? Because employment is so competitive. Because you're worried about whether your kid's going to get a job. Right? That's why we panic about the schools our kids. You suddenly see all these schools listing on the Joburg Stock Exchange. Why? Education is massive business at the moment. Right? You can free yourself of that stress getting involved in a business that doesn't care about that. Where everyone has equal opportunity. Right? And that's really one of the pillars of this business. Is that opportunity for everyone. On top of the returns program, we have a rewards program for all our wealth engineers. When your channel gets to certain sizes, there are a whole bunch of rewards waiting for you. They take the form of tools and holidays and cash checks and cars, all kinds of things. I'm going to go through them. At rank 5, right? So when your channel gets to rank 5, that's the size of your qualified channel, You get a business toolkit valued at 1,200 Rand so that you look professional when you go out and prospect. When you get to rank 7, we get very special business cards manufactured for you. They cost us 17,000 Rand to manufacture. Right? These are very much handmade cards. There's no printing on the cards. Remember the Bibles in the old days used to be gilded in gold around the edges? Same process. There's one person in South Africa that can do it. And when he dies, we're in trouble. Right? And then at rank 9, we get to invite you and your family to our rank 9 international conference. You get to go home and tell your family, DuePoint's inviting us to go on holiday with them, to go on this conference overseas, business class flight, 7 days away, all expenses paid trip. When I say all expenses paid trip, I mean we come pick you up at your house. You don't need your credit card or your wallet, your bank card. You only need your costume. Costume and sun cream. At least for the Umlungus, we need sun cream. That's all you need, because we pay for every single thing, every cent. You don't spend anything. And you get to experience a week every year, because this is for the rest of your life, by the way. This is not once off. You get to do this every single year for the rest of your life. And you get to experience what it feels like to be truly wealthy. Because wealthy people don't look at the prices when they open up the menu. They don't tell the kids, don't touch the mini bar. Don't do this, don't do that. How much is that going to cost? You don't have to worry about any of that for a week of your life. That's where DuePoint wants to get you permanently. DuePoint wants to make you wealthy permanently, right? So take a look. We've documented our last 2 trips. So these are, the last 3 trips. We've just come back from our 3rd trip. There have been 4 DuePoint trips. These wealth engineers have come with us every single year. I get to look forward to it every December. That group is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger every year. You need to decide if you're coming with us or not. The record's 5 months. So if you want to come this December at the end of this year, you can do it. Up to you. Not 2 a month. Not 2 a month. 2 a month for the slow people. 10 a month, 15 a month, right? That'll get you there. 2 ranks later, we spend R250,000 buying you a brand new car. Put up your hand if you received a car from DuePoint. Put up your hand if you received a car from DuePoint. There you go. We spent R250,000 buying our wealth engineers a brand new car. Brand new. We paid for it cash before they got to the dealership to pick it up. Right? No T's and C's, no stickers on the car. It's your car. Paid for cash. There's no finance. There's no debit order. We've removed one of those D words from your bank statement. Right? How much closer are you to becoming wealthy? That's our aim. Our aspiration is to change your life, to make you wealthy. How do we do that? Well, we take you on holiday overseas every single year. We buy a brand new car for you. We pay you every single month. That's how you get to wealth. And it's happening. It's happening. This has happened in under 2 years for some wealth engineers. Right? This is just a glimpse into our rewards program. We're at rank 11, we go up to rank 28. 28. This is only a third of the way in. 2 years in. We all agreed. How long does it take to change your life? 1 year? 2 years? Well, some of us, it happens really quickly. But what are these wealth engineers going to do in 5 years? Where are they going to be in 10 years? I'll remind you again, this is for everybody. For everybody, for every single one of you, you can do this. Our business is very much built on the products that we innovated. I told you I was going to introduce you our products. Our products encompass wealth creation, wealth protection, and at the same time, removing any discrimination. We've done that with the business, we do it with our products. We remove all risk profiling from our insurance products. So, Access Wealth is our first product. It's an investment and an insurance product rolled into one. It's going to cost you only R324 a month. R100 gets invested every single month into a tax-free investment fund in your name. You've got full access to that investment fund. The insurance portion is R120,000 worth of personal accident death cover. The price is the same for everybody. As long as you're over the age of 18, we don't care about your blood sugar, whether you're diabetic, whether you've got a heart condition, whether you're 80 or 18, the price is the same for everybody. Wealth Guard is the same. Wealth Guard is only insurance. It's personal accident cover to the value of R1,000,000 for only R249 a month. Again, same price for anyone over the age of 18. Then we've got our family wealth product. It's our funeral cover product. Right? It starts at R299 a month, gives you R20,000 worth of funeral cover, covers up to 5 family members that you can put onto this product. You can increase the cover to R30,000 if you wish, as well as up to 10 family members. You get R10,000 worth of debt protection upon your death. The age limit on this is 70, so you've got to get in on this product before you turn 70, but then it becomes whole of life. If you join at 69, you can live to 120. We will still cover you with our funeral cover product, right? There's no age limit once you've joined under the age of 70, and you can see there, no excluded pre-existing conditions. Anyone can join, the price is the same. Price doesn't go up. Doesn't go up according to your risk, right? Then we have a legal indemnity product called Legal Guard. So Legal Guard costs R249 a month. It gives you R250,000 worth of legal indemnity for any matter that you might face. Unlimited amount of matters. R250,000. Imagine having R250,000 for every legal matter that you had to deal with. You do this through this product, along with a host of legal services that you get. Again, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. You've got access to a lawyer to the extent they'll go with you to CCMA matters if you've got any labor issues. They deal with a lot of labor-tenant disputes. Who's had a labor-tenant dispute? You think, I wish I could sue that person. Right? There you go. So that is our Legal Guard product. And then finally, we've got Wealth Points. Wealth Points aims to lower the amount of money that you're spending every single month. Think about all the money you spend every single month. Your expenses, right? We have gone and negotiated discounts and services from the list of companies that you see listed there. And so for R299 a month, you get to enjoy those discounts and services. Case in point, wonderful partner is Eagle Ford, right? Eagle Ford, biggest, most successful Ford dealership in the country. We had a wealth engineer from Bombela that went and asked them for a quote. They gave him a R40,000 discount on a new Ford, and they drove the car to Bombela to deliver it for him. Discount and service. All right, so that's a great example of how Wealth Points works. We've got review videos on each one of the products. They're about 10 minutes long. Go watch those video products, right? Because it'll give you a much greater sense of appreciation for what you are buying here at DuePoint. I've glossed over the products very quickly, right? They are simple products. They've been designed to be straightforward, but go watch those review videos. You'll get a much greater sense of appreciation. For the Achiever Quest, it's for those people that need money now. Do I need to ask who needs money now? No? The Achiever Quest. So the Achiever Quest is an incentive that runs every single month, right? It is your opportunity to earn a lot of money at DuePoint in the short term, right? As well as the long term if you want, because you can do this every single month. If you're able to connect 10 new wealth engineers who pay successfully in the same month, we will give you an extra 5,000 Rand on top of your return. So remember, we said, okay, if I connect 10 people on my first point, that's 10 times 55 Rands, 550 Rand a month recurring. But if you do 10 in the same month who pay in the same month, we'll give you an extra 5,000 on top of that, right? This is once-off monthly income, so you can do this every single month. If you do 20 people, 10,000 Rand. If you do 30 people, 15,000 Rand. Who got checks from us last month? 3 of you. Yes. See? Cash. We take a photo with a check just to show off. You can't take that to the bank. We just put the money in your account, right? Simple as that. So that's the Achiever Quest. Wonderful opportunity to make money in the short term. A little bit of background on our business, because I want you to be proud of the partnership that you enter into here at DuePoint. I don't want you to be skeptical. I have no problem with you arriving skeptical. No problem with that. I prefer people that arrive skeptical, because it means you're thinking for yourself, right? But you have to answer that skepticism. I might have answered some of it in this presentation, but you've got to do more for yourself. Go to the DuePoint website. Go to the Constantia website. Constantia has been around for 70 years. You can go look at a 70-year track record on that business and go, is this a legitimate business? And because we're a financial business, we are regulated, right? There is our financial services provider license number. You can go to the regulator's website. So go to the government regulator's website, the FSCA website. Type in Constantia. They will show you the financial licenses we have. We are listed on the Joburg Stock Exchange under a group called Conduit Capital. So we are part of Conduit Capital. We're listed on the JSE, which means because we're a public company, we have to be audited publicly. So our books are open to you. You can go read the annual report, right? Go do your homework. Why? Because when you step out of DuePoint or you step out into the world, you know that you have a credible business behind you. You have a business you can trust. And so you can, with all good intention, introduce other people to this business, knowing that you're introducing them to a legitimate business, that they're not going to lose anything. All right, that's very important, because the business is here to serve social interests. Remember? Not only your interests, we are here to help the rest of the community. So what is the decision you need to make? The decision for me is a very important one. It's not whether you want to join. I'm not speaking to the people that go, I can't trust this guy. I'm speaking to the people that have decided they want to take advantage of the opportunity here at DuePoint. And for those people, I hope that you can make a regular, small, regular commitment to this business every single day. If you can just put some time in every single day into DuePoint, your business on the side, on weekends, in the evenings, maybe during your lunch hour, that is what is going to make you successful. It's not a New Year's resolution. It's not a hobby. We're not doing it because we feel like doing it. We're doing it out of necessity. Why? We go back to the question, who wants to change their lives? That's the question we're trying to answer. That's the decision you need to make. Can you connect someone to DuePoint this afternoon? Yes. Then you can do it tomorrow and the day after and the day after that. And you'll become better and better and better at it and more effective. And you'll get richer along the way. At university, you only pay for 5 years, then you've got 50-50 chance of getting a job. Here you can earn while you learn. You can, right? And quickly, in the short term, we've got wealth engineers who make profit first in their first month. What business allows you to do that? You don't get businesses like that, right? Getting started, very simple. Register as a wealth engineer. The person hosting you can help you register online. Do it on our mobile app. Download the mobile app for yourself. So go on to Play Store. Type in DuePoint. Download that app, right? Register. Once you've registered, you can log into the app. Go watch all our training videos so that you become an expert, right? So that you can earn faster while you learn. Go watch those videos. We talk about everything, not just the DuePoint system, about personal development, about our economy, about investments, assets in South Africa, all kinds of things. You will become a rounder, fuller person by going through those development seminars. And then go connect 3 people. We only start paying you once you connect 3 people. Not 1, not 2, but once you get that 3rd one in, and they pay all successfully in the same month, that's when you're going to get that magic SMS in the middle of the month, credited in the middle of the month, right? So it starts at 3 people. So that should become your first goal at DuePoint. How do I connect 3 people? How quickly can I become qualified at DuePoint so that I earn? Because once DuePoint pays you, that's only when you start believing in the business. It's when money arrives in your bank account, right? Our launch workshop, this is a new launch workshop that we have revamped. It is a live workshop that we do every Saturday morning, straight after the intro presentation. So if you come through to head office tomorrow, after the intro presentation, Brendan will be taking the launch workshop tomorrow. We go over the fundamentals of DuePoint. It is a 30-minute workshop that discusses how to make money as quickly as possible. I know nothing. I'm brand new. Tell me what to do. That's what the launch workshop serves. You can watch this online. You can tune it. You can tune in live tomorrow morning, or you can go watch the one I did last Saturday. It's already on YouTube, right? Everything's available to you. Those are the social media platforms that we're available on. Connect with us on those. The app is available for Android and Apple devices. And then very importantly, merchandise. Merchandise, DuePoint stuff. Go get it for yourself. Business cards, very important. Get business cards. Who would you trust? Someone who walks in and sits down, tells you about DuePoint, gives you a DuePoint business card, or someone who walks in and tells you about DuePoint, got nothing? Who do you trust more? It's always about trust. Always about trust. If you can't afford the business cards, get the notepad. The notepad's 25 Rand. Look like you're invested in DuePoint. Because when people connect because of you, they have to trust you as well as the business, not just the business, right? So go get merchandise. We can deliver it anywhere in the country for you. There's the picture of the merchandise, pins, USB sticks, the pen, notepad, some clothing, the business cards, most importantly, and then a power bank. Right? All available to you, discount on the USB sticks. And with that, I thank you for your time. I hope you're able to go forth and be prosperous this year. That's our sincere hope. That's why we built the business. That's why we opened our doors to any South African that wants to get involved, because we want to see it make a difference to you, right? And so that is my sincere wish. You're able to find prosperity this year, because people are going to be crying. They're going to be crying out there. I'm telling you now, right? It is bleak out there at the moment. And I don't want you to be part of that. I want you to take this opportunity with both hands and milk it for all it's worth, because the upside is massive in this business. That is my wish for you. Thank you. Good luck.